What's going on, guys? So I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video what we're going to be doing, but we're basically trying to get the truck ready for the Alabama truck meet this coming up Saturday at Montgomery Motorsports Park. So unfortunately not going to be able to put the extra 2-inch lift on the truck. It's gonna have to wait till next weekend. I just don't have enough time. I'm going to try to dedicate next Saturday leveling kit. But anyways, the raked life is not for me, so we're going to be dropping the rear of the truck using the drop shackles. If you know the truck, it's a 2-inch lift from the factory, so it's 2 inches higher in the rear still. The whole truck's up 2 inches. So I had the rear blocks out of the truck, but then when the truck went to the dealership, I put it basically back to stock because I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. And so instead of just removing those blocks again, we're just going to slap some 2-inch drop shackles in there, see how it looks. If there's any difference in height between removing the blocks and 2-inch drop shackles, we'll definitely measure that and see. Shout out to Recon, love the taillights, still working absolutely amazing. Maybe put the 22x12s back on the truck because I am missing the stance life, but I do love the Nitto Recon Grappler ATs 35, 11, 50, 20. And yeah, I haven't seen the truck with it leveled with these tires on there, so maybe whenever we do drop the rear in this video, we'll like it enough to keep them on there. I'll obviously show y'all either way once we do that how it looks for y'all that want to have a similar look. If you have a standard Silverado, when we do that, shackles in the rear, it'll be essentially a standard Silverado with a 2-inch leveling kit, so you can do that kind of comparison if you don't have a Trail Boss. But I'm excited mainly to get the front leveling kit on, but this is going to make it look a lot better. I don't like the way it looks with the rake. I don't like the way it feels inside. Everything is better when the truck is leveled, whether you raise the front or drop the rear. Either way, leveled is just the best. So let's go ahead and back the truck in and get this started. All right, so here's our 2-inch drop shackles. They are adjustable 1 to 2 inch. We obviously going to put them up top, maximum drop, maxtrac. There's your part number. I've used these on several different trucks. I have thoroughly enjoyed them. The bushings and everything seem to be really good. Only thing I don't absolutely love is that the fittings don't come in. I'm sure they don't do that so they don't get broken, but you do have to put the little grease fittings in there, and sometimes they can be a booger because this is like powder coated or painted or whatever. Sometimes they don't want to go in there perfect. So other than that though, these have been really good. So factory Trail Boss height, let's go ahead and measure it so we'll have a comparison. This truck's pretty daggum tall. It's going to be really big with that 2-inch in the front. Let's go ahead from the ground. So you see it down there. What is that? Right under 42.5. So we'll compare that and see how much these bad boys actually drop it. Jack your truck up from your hitch assembly. We're gonna get the weight off the truck, pop the bolts loose up under there. I'm gonna get a flashlight and show you all in a second. And then we can lift the truck to where there's no weight on it, and then we can pull those bolts out and then drop the truck back down to make the leaf spring go up over the frame rail, so then we can pull the bolt all the way out the top. So we come up under the truck, and here is our factory shackle. All we're gonna need to do is undo these 2 bolts. This one's gonna be a pain because of that liner right there. Shouldn't have tapped on that. So we're gonna have to use a wrench on this one, but we should be able to get a ratchet up in there, get that one off a lot easier. But if you see, this bolt is below the frame, so that's why we have to take this off, push it through to right here, get the bolt out of there. Then we will lower the truck, raising these up above the frame rail, and then we'll be able to push this bolt all the way over the top right there, which is actually a lot nicer than the previous 2018. It was a little bit more complicated for sure. So pretty easy, straightforward. 13, 16. Let's get these off. So it turns out we're actually gonna have to take this exhaust hanger loose, at least back the nut out, because as you see, that's some engineering right there. That is brilliant. So you have to hold that nut in order to take the bolt off. You can't get an impact where you might could just bust it off. You can't get it in there because of that. So we are gonna have to take this bolt off right there in order to give us space to hold that so we can get the bottom shackle bolt out. So many hand cranks later, I got both the nuts off the bolts, and we are now ready to raise the truck up some, get the weight off of this side, and then we can pop this bottom bolt out. Now jack your truck up all the way to where it's fixing to come up off the ground. Should loosen your bolt up enough to where you can push it. You might have to pull down on the leaf spring as you push. There we go. Just pulled it down some. And bolt is going to slide right out the backside, as you can see. And now we can let the truck down, put that over the top and get that top bolt out. And there we go. Hopefully y'all can see that, right? Reach over the top, pull it out. There's our factory shackle. Here's your quick comparison between factory and the 2-inch. So as you can see, it's supposed to be a 1-inch drop, 2-inch drop. If you're working on any modern GM, the undercoating will be everywhere. So yeah, but anyways, let's go ahead and throw them in. All right, make sure you put your exhaust bracket bolt back in there. We're all buttoned up. Should settle a little more when we get the other side done, obviously, but that's a little first comparison's sake. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side knocked out real quick. All right, just got the other side buttoned up, got them all greased up, ready to rip. This is just drop down, haven't driven or anything, so maybe it'll come down a little bit more as they settle. Probably not, but maybe. So 42, right under 42.5 before. Now we're looking at right under 41. So you're looking like an 1.5 inches, basically 1.5 inches. So 2-inch drop shackles, 1.5 inches drop from ground to fender. So let's go ahead and pull the truck out, see what this thing looks like outside. Here she is. Goodbye, ginormous factory rake. Looks so much better. Everything about it looks better. The truck, the body lines, the tires, everything. Truck's sitting pretty much level. We're not on completely flat ground, but I mean, you can judge it. Way less rake. It's probably pretty perfectly level. So I'm stoked. It's just so much better. Feels better inside. It drives the exact same in my opinion. I mean, there's no negatives. Just slap it on here. Takes literally no time at all. It's much easier. What, Hubert? You better get back in that basement. Bad, I'm just coming to watch. Way less time than taking your shackles or your blocks out the back. That takes a lot more time to me. I've changed shackles a bazillion times, so I do like NASCAR pit stop, 30-minute, be done with it. And it was easier on here than my previous body style truck, my 18. So yeah, super easy. We'll check out the bump stops in case you're curious about that. It's nowhere near the bump stops. The shocks aren't bottomed out. Obviously, upgrading your shocks to some Bilsteins or something designed for this height would be better, perform better, but just swapping those Ranchos out, period, is gonna be better for the truck anyways. But yeah, so definitely digging it. Looks so much better in my opinion. The Recon grapplers looking right, but I think I'm gonna throw the wides on there just because I'm missing the wides. I've had these on there for several weeks now, and they probably need to make an appearance on Earl over there, so we'll probably do that. Moment to appreciate Larry. Larry's looking kind of dirty. I've been chilling here for a couple days, but it's all good. So I'm gonna go throw the wides on. I'll catch up with y'all then. Had to go ahead and slap the 22x12s back on there, and it does look so daggum good. Once you've put some wide wheels on your truck, it's hard to go back. I mean, they both looks look really good, but just having a little bit of tire poke treats you right. I'm excited to get this thing raised up in the front because honestly, it looks really good, but it kind of looks like a little turtle right now because it is fairly low and poked out. So it kind of looks like a turtle right now. You probably can't unsee that ever again. But raising the front up is going to help tremendously. Once we do that, I'm curious to see if these things will look too small. I don't know if we'll be able to stuff maybe a 35 on these wheels. Thinking about doing that. Keep these wheels, stuff a 35 on there. If they don't fit, then put them on Earl but then again, these fit perfectly right now, and Earl won't fit a 35, so then I'd have to change Earl. Maybe just keep these as is and just get completely new wheels, because I really want to do the complete whiteout once I get the bumpers going and we get a lot of other pieces painted, and then do chromies on there, not polished. I've had American Forces before. I'm not the upkeep on them, I can't do it, just not gonna do it. So chromies, complete whiteout, I think that'd be sick. And then if I want to do complete whiteout and then have the Stormtrooper with the black wheels, I have these wheels still, so that's what I'm thinking. But I am thoroughly enjoying these currently on the truck in turtle mode, sitting nice and level. Just looks right. So hopefully the truck meet tomorrow is going to happen, since I don't really mind doing all this to prepare for the truck meet, because I like the way it looks right now. But I don't know if the truck meet's even going to happen, because we got like a hurricane coming through. Kind of a bummer. Actually, it's a really big bummer, but can't really do anything about the weather, so we'll see. But definitely comment down below, let me know what your favorite setup is on here. Should I have left it raked with the 35s, leveled with the 35s, or how it is currently sitting, leveled with the 22x12s and 33s. With all that being said, hopefully you did enjoy. Definitely comment down below, let me know. I'll see you in the next one.